Good morning. Happy Monday. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. It is Monday morning, the start of a new week, and it's Morning Cuppa Joy. So, yes, Mama needs some coffee this morning, among other things. You guys, it's not a happy place right now, right here. It's very, very high winds. So we need lots of prayers today. And I'm just going to have my coffee until people arrive. How about that? And let's see who comes in. Because I'm calling in all the P's. I'm calling in our Blue and Kathy Hand and Auntie Jean. Anybody that wants to come in this morning, good morning, good morning. I don't see you yet, but I know you're there. I know you're out there. So I'll just sit here and enjoy my coffee and hope that this wind will die down sometime today. It is Monday. So thank you, Hope, for sharing, and good morning to you. We're having some extreme weather here. So you can see my car outside the window, and I'm going to keep an eye on it because it is really high wind. I even had to walk outside in it, and I had to scoot back inside real quick because it's nasty out there. So cheers to everybody. All right, so how you doing, Hope? I'm so glad you're here. Good morning, Deirdre. Good morning, Blue Jean. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Put your hand on your heart and slow down the breathing. And let's add in some love. When we start pouring out the love between our heart and our mind and the divine, it shoots out into the world and draws in more like-minded people. So let's draw in our family this morning, our beautiful spiritual family that gathers every day to love on each other. So keep breathing in slowly. Hold somebody in your heart that you want to say good morning to. And let's just let that happen. Allow spirit to do its job, to do the gathering, to bring in the chicks and the peas. And then release. Release any thought of anything other than love. Only love and light is welcome here. And that's what we have. We have love and light going on. Good morning, Kathy Hand. Well, how's everybody doing on Monday morning? It's nasty weather here. It is high winds. I woke up to it. I wasn't sure what I was hearing, but there was lots of movement and almost sounded like a freight train going through. So, yeah, very high winds today. It's only 49 degrees, and the winds are blowing everything around. I felt bad for the little cows and the big cows across the street. There's a lot of them out there in the field, and they're all kind of huddled together. So they know to keep safe, that there's safety in numbers, just like there's joy in numbers. So cheers, everyone. Mama needs some coffee, and so do you. Let's get you all in here and get you woke up real good. Good morning, Auntie Jean. Good morning, Andrea Gregg. Okay, I have no idea what the angels said last night, but I'm going to read it. Okay, walking the labyrinth. That is the message. Good morning, Brookie. Things outside you are projections of what's inside you, and what's inside you is a projection of what's outside. So when you step into the labyrinth outside of you, at the same time, you're stepping into the labyrinth inside. That's by Haruki Murakami. Today was World Labyrinth Day. I got the notification on my calendar and was amazed that it had come so quickly, as I had planned to do an event for this beautiful day. Spirit led the exact experience I was to have. However, I was on a trip with Dr. Ruth Anderson, and we were on our way back to Boulder. Ruth knew where a labyrinth existed, so she took us there, and we both walked and sat in the energy of Spirit guiding us. The purpose of walking a labyrinth is to find answers. With each step, open up and allow your higher self to show you what you need to know. I have walked many labyrinths and had a variety of experience. This time, I immediately felt Jesus walking with me and sharing some insights that I didn't even know I had questions about. That's the beauty of being open to what we need to know on our spiritual journey. Our conscious mind may not be aware, but our subconscious mind will be looking for answers or prompting us to ask the questions that need to be explored. Dear angels, life is so beautiful when we stop trying to control and just allow the experience. I have found that every time I walk a labyrinth, a profound experience ensues. Dear ones, those moments that you take to focus on your spiritual journey are the most important of any of your time on earth. Throughout life, there will be twists and turns. At times, it becomes convoluted, but there is always a way out. We encourage you to take more time to deeply contemplate your life, its purpose, and its blessings. You can do this in many ways, so find what works for you. The important thing is to commit to try and then follow through by making it a priority. Dear angels, today I promise to always seek answers to what my soul needs to explore. It is an exploration, and I did the thank you stepping when I first started out on the labyrinth. Every step I took, one step said thank and the other said you, until I got the focus that I needed. And it was so interesting to just watch the process and see what happened. What was more interesting is Ruth and I had not talked about what we were going to focus on our labyrinth walk, but we both had similar experiences. We both focused on Jesus. We both had conversations with him. We both were led to some very deep questions that, like I said, I didn't even know that I had those questions inside of me. But and so I asked some questions and I got some answers. Hi, good morning, Sally and Tony. Thank you for being here. Catherine Kovacs, Jennifer Langren, Kim McElwain, and Blue said, ugh, Dave is working here and started an excavator and dump truck up early. The fumes woke me up with a migraine and sick to my tummy. Oh no. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let's all send some healing love and healing to Blue Jean right now and see if we can knock that headache and the nausea out of her. Robin Waters Dykes, good morning. And Deirdre says, another trust message from the angels. Sally, I see you. It is all about trust. Our journey is about trust. And whether you're walking on a labyrinth or you're just sitting and meditating at a seashore or a high mountain, it's all the same experience. It's all the same. Just go into your heart and communicate with your higher self, communicate with your spirit guides, and just ask, what do I need to know right now? That's what I did. I just opened it up and said, what do I need to know right now? And obviously, I had questions that I never, ever had thought about in my whole life. So it was a beautiful experience. And I hope if you've never walked a labyrinth, I hope you get a chance to do that someday and just be open. Be open to what might come forth from that walk. I see you, Catherine Kovacs, needing extra prayers today. And Kim McElwain, please pray for me and Corey and my animals that we find the way from test plot. We find the strength and wisdom and courage. Well, we'll lift you up for sure, Kim, and your animals. Thank you for being here. And Blue said the juxtaposition is he is here working on Dolly's barn site. I'm grateful and thank you all so much. Little Dolly's going to be so happy to be there with you. I want to see what Kuan Yin has to say. I'm trying to keep an eye on the outside world. The sun just came up, but it is extremely windy, you guys. And like Jean said, it has been known to get up over 100 degrees. 100 miles per hour. And that was what happened when the last time they had that huge fire here. It was that high. Yesterday, I was smelling smoke from the mountains. So I'm praying and ask your prayers as well that no fires are going to happen as a result of the wind this morning. Kathy says, my pony message yesterday for this week was about trust. Yeah, a lot of the messages are right now. So I think it's a huge lesson coming up for all of us. Good morning, Catherine DeSanti. All right, so Kuan Yin says, the strength of you. Are you doubting your ability to heal or recover? There is nothing that has fundamentally damaged your spirit, your will, or your heart, no matter how broken those parts of you may feel at times. They have only ever been broken to heal stronger. They have not been broken beyond repair and never will be. I love that. We do have that strength inside of us, and we can pull on it at any time. We can just say, hey, I need that extra bit of support right now. I need to know that my spirit guide is helping me, that the angels are lifting me. I just need some reassurance, and you'll get it. It will come when you ask. Kathy, it's wet and foggy and 60 degrees. I'll take your 60 degrees. It's kind of chilly here. Had to get up and put a sweatshirt on this morning. And Sally says, thank you, Deirdre. I was hiding when I heard trust. Well, I'm not going alone. No, for many, many of us, it's all about the trust this lifetime, the whole lifetime. And unfortunately, because I think we're going to keep getting the message until we get the lesson. And the lesson is just to be in that energy, no matter what. Sorry, the hot water was making noise. No matter what, just trust. And I've been here. How long have I been here? 3 days since Saturday, Sunday, Monday. A couple of days. And last night was the first night that I had company in the bed. Little Miss Kitty Cat decided that she didn't want to be alone. Maybe she had a premonition about this weather, and she could tell that there was bad weather on the way. I don't know. But all of a sudden, she was jumping up on the bed with me. I took a couple of pictures of her all snuggled in my house coat. I have a warm, fuzzy house coat that I got at Twice Blessed in Vermont, and she loved it. She was making biscuits in the house coat, and she snuggled in and she stayed with me all night. So I was very happy about that. I was so happy that I had the little kitty sleeping with me. It's been a while, but it was also one of those don't move nights. She is so tiny, you guys. I don't think she weighs more than 5 pounds. She is a very, very tiny cat. And so I was very consciously aware that she was there every time that I would go to move or roll over. And she was very resilient. She moved with me. And Blue says, yes, Teri, my friend in Pagosa is having cold, windy weather and no electricity for the county. Stay safe. Yes. I'm praying that the electricity will stay on. Or maybe I'll just go back to bed and snuggle in with the kitty cat again. I don't know. I'm going to be very flexible today. Julie Kiss, good morning. And yes, Deirdre, a kitty in the bed is sweet, isn't it? And Thump sleeps with you. Yeah, I've missed that. My Gizmo used to sleep with me. He would sleep right in the crook of my back, and that's hard when you want to move because you're always moving the cat when he or she is that close to your body. But this one just slept right beside of me. Jennifer, you're snuggling with your cat now. Good morning. What a great thing to do in the morning. And Blue, is she Whizzy Bee size? She's smaller than Whizzy Bee. She's so tiny. You would think that she's a kitten, but she's a mama cat. She had kittens, and I have no idea how, because that cat is so tiny. I'll show you all pictures. I'll send them and let you see her. She's adorable and just so little. She's had a very rough life, but she's still walking around and happy to be alive on planet Earth. Auntie Jean said it doesn't take long for little kitties to adopt their mama pea. It doesn't. It's just a matter of a day or so before those kitty cats are right there with me. This one, her name is Hilma. She was named after Hilma, what's her last name? She was an artist. Hilma of Clint. If you don't know Hilma of Clint, I didn't. You can look her up, Google her, and you'll see what a beautiful artist she was. Very abstract artist. And little Hilma, the first time I saw her, came and rubbed up against my leg, so I knew we were going to be fine. I just knew we were. Oksana, hello. And Oksana said, but if you gain 5 pounds and then you don't love yourself anymore, all the self-loathing comes up. So I realized this is not my true nature. It is parasitic thought forms that I believed as a child. So I had to banish them and love myself even more. Oh, Oksana, I missed your first message. Oksana says, good morning, Sweet Pea family. Happy Monday. This weekend, I was shedding the unloved programs I picked up as a child. I realized it's easy to love yourself when you look perfect and in shape. Okay, now it makes more sense. If you start gaining weight, then it's something that we start criticizing ourselves for. And yes, absolutely. We go into the shame and the blame, right? But you're still the same person on the inside. So thank you for your message this morning. Marietta, good morning. And Blue says, hence why all the animals are here listening in the morning. Oh, well, hello to Pocky, my sweet Pocky. And how is baby Gruff doing? Please tell me she's doing better. And Razzmatazz, and Whizzy Bee, and Blue, and Gizmo, and my Lulubelle, my sweet one that I just adore. And Blue told me She never comes out for people. Lulu Bell is so shy and she won't come around strangers. Yeah, she was one of my favorites. She always would give me love. Mr. Wiggle sleeps with us, Marietta says, right behind our heads. So sweet. Oh, I love that. Well, good morning, Mr. Wiggles. And Sally said it's sweet until Lily wants to attack our feet. Nothing like kitty nails while you're sound asleep or the noise you make after. So true. Well, thank goodness this one didn't attack any time I would move because she was sacked out, sound as a log. Annie Seven, good morning. And Auntie Jean says, try sleeping with two of them. I miss my tipsy cat. She would sleep on my head. Aw, I miss my Gizmo. I really do. He was a very, very special cat and never wanted to be far away from wherever I was or whatever I was doing. So if I was online doing a program, he was online doing a program. Everybody knew my Gizmo all around the world. And that was a big loss when he left. And Blue says, yes, Oksana, it is shedding time to move into joy. Today, after the show, I have to really work on a few things. I will set up cutting those ties and letting it go. Let it go, let it go. Oksana said, my kitties are doing well. Duncan and Milo are wild as always and very mischievous. They climb where I thought it was impossible to climb. Oksana, I'm so happy that you're here. I know we haven't seen you very often because of work, but I'm extremely happy that you're with us today. So thank you for being here. And cheers, everyone. And yes, Mama does need that coffee this morning. So, what is going on? And let's do some messages. Angels in my pocket. Little Pocky, I know you've adopted my book and you think it was written just for you. So if you think that, it must be true. It was written for you. and every one of the peas. And our animals are peas as well. We have pea animals all over the place. Gruff seems happy, though tired. Gizzy is good. He is so sweet and spoiled. I know that. Though you know that. We make sure he is really enjoying himself here and grateful he came here. I am so grateful that he came to be with you, Blue Jean. And I remember the very first moment I saw Gizmo at your house. And I knew immediately that he had the spirit of my Gizmo. It was just an amazing moment to see him, hear him, watch his attitude. And Blue said he had never had attitude like that toward anyone before. So I knew that that's what I was looking at, was my beautiful Gizmo coming back to Earth to show me that he just couldn't stay away. He's too excited about exploring. And Blue says, I think she feels like the guardian of her book. Well, thank you, Pocket. Thank you for guarding this little book and for being our little pea mascot of the angels in my pocket. And Deirdre says, spoiled, my thumb taps me on the shoulder to move over so he can sleep on the end of the bed. Now that's a spoiled cat for sure. Yeah, little Hilma, she's not shy at all. And you would think that she would shy away from people with all that she's been through in her life with abuse. And I am so happy that she is with this loving family that just cares for her in the way she needs care. She gets medicine every day, and out of my comfort zone to stick my finger down a cat's throat. But she has no teeth. She lost them all due to what happened to her. And I just love her and take care of her the best I can. Kathy says, Scooby follows me around the house too. He even went with me Saturday to visit Colin. He had his little red service vest on, such a sweet therapy dog. I love that. I'm glad that Colin got to see Scooby. I'm glad he's doing well, Kathy. Our prayers have been heard, is what I think. And I'm so glad that Colin has decided to try to live his life instead of wasting the moments and wasting the time. That could be such a beautiful experience. So I'm very happy for him and for you, because I know the struggle you've been through with that. So happy, happy, happy. So anybody want a message from the angels in my Pocky book? Just let me know. You can see that wind tossing around out there. I'm just keeping an eye on my car because I don't want anything flying up against it. But there's nothing I can do about it other than just pay attention. Kim, you would like a message. All right. Well, let me find what page you would like me to open to. Deirdre wants page 23, please. So 23. Went right past it. So Deirdre, what you chose is you are now shifting into a 5D energy field, and all that, quote, stuff does not fit in there. It is like the suitcase that is overfull. You force it to zip up, then you complain about how heavy it is. Wouldn't the better solution be to have only what will fit into it? Do you not see that you fill your lives full of excess every day? What can you leave out of the suitcase? What is bogging you down and tethering you to the heavy energy? Such a good question, right? And the minimalist in me says, heck yeah, let's let it go. You know, if I have things that I haven't even looked at or touched in a year, why am I still carrying it around? You know, memories is what a lot of people use as an excuse to hold on to things. And I'm not judging if that's you and you want those things sitting around and taking up space. That's great. That's you. That's your journey. But for me, it's like I don't need anything holding me down to the 3D. We are moving up. We are in a higher ground now than when we were even 5 years ago. And a lot of people are realizing that things are what's tethering us, material things are tethering us to not having our beautiful spiritual experience and soaring as high as we can soar. So it's up to each of us to say, nah, I can let it go. I'll take a picture of it so I can remember it. I used to keep every card that I got, and I still have quite a few cards that people have given me, especially homemade cards like what our Auntie Jean does. But if I can take a picture of them, I can look at it. I can still have the memory of what that card said or what it felt like to receive it. So there's ways to be a minimalist and still hold on to those memories. All right, number 9, for some reason, Auntie or Annie. So Annie 7, let's see, number 9. It was so good to hear your voice yesterday on the phone. Thank you for calling me. Number 9 says, dear ones, finding balance is essential for your spiritual growth and well-being. By nurturing your physical, emotional, and spiritual dimensions, you can harmonize your inner worlds and radiate that balance into your relationships and communities. Remember, balance is not a destination to reach, but an ongoing journey of self discovery and alignment. Finding the balance. Another lesson, just like trust, balance is another lesson that we are constantly looking at in these lifetimes. We just really sometimes get out of whack with things, don't we? We put too much emphasis or too much focus on one area, and everything else just takes a back seat, waiting for us to acknowledge it. So pay attention to if that's happening in your life. If there's something that is screaming and you're paying attention to that screaming child instead of all the others that are behaving and wanting the love and attention as well. So look at all the things in your life and what's going on. How can you bring more balance into your life? That's the beautiful question. And thank you, Annie. That was why you were hearing number 9. And Kim wants page 7. So 7 says, acknowledge the whispers of intuition, the gentle nudges, and the unexplainable serendipities. These are the threads we weave, stitching together the fabric of your spiritual evolution. While we offer guidance, we respect your free will. Life is a dance between your choices and the divine plan. So dance that dance. Let it happen that when you hear spirit, you just say yes. Say your sacred yes. I love that message. Thank you, Kim. And Auntie Jean is seeing page 71. Page 71. The only thing you can truly own is your love that you hold in your heart. We would say to you to strive to have more of that. If you truly feel a need to amass something, it has no expiration date. That goes right along with Annie's message. I think it was Annie about, what are we holding on to that maybe we can release the energy of it and let it go. Sally says, I hear loud and clear message on page 26 for all of us. Honor your time spent in your human existence and those who walk beside you. Be kind to one another, realizing that each life is precious and you are all doing the best you can along the way as you remember your true magnificent self. Love without hesitation, making memories in each moment, and at the end of the day, feeling fulfilled from a life well lived. That is my desire, that any legacy that I leave behind when I'm not here physically anymore, I want it to be one of, I lived a joyful life. I lived a life listening to spirit and walking my talk. And that is my desire for this lifetime, just to be remembered for the way I treated others. And I always try to treat people with respect and honor and bring in that beautiful spirit energy that's flowing through me. So thank you. Thank you, Sally, for hearing that message. Blue says, Teri was half asleep in the kitchen and I asked if she had met Gizmo. Teri stopped in mid-stride and then said, Gizmo? Next, Gizzy was standing next to Teri and said, rawr, like, yeah, I'm right here. Ask Brookie. Back then, he was never around strangers. Then he got mad at Teri and gave her catitude, as if saying, of course I am right here. He did. That's a very true story. I just stopped in my tracks when I saw him because he looks so much like the gizmo that was with me for 19 years before he left his physical body. And it was just amazing to see that same catitude and looking at me and doing his little meh, and then walking away. And that was his signature. He would do that if he was upset with me. If he was really upset with me, he would go into another room and start screaming. And boy, could he scream to the top of his lungs. And a lot of you were able to hear that because sometimes I would make him get down from where I was. And if I was online and he was being obnoxious, and I would put him down and he would just walk away and go scream. So yeah, he definitely has catitude. And Deirdre, you don't have any heavy energy at all. That is beautiful. That is so beautiful. I know you've gotten to that place in life, as have I. It's one of those things that we come to realize that things are things and we can't take them with us. We can take the memory, we can take the love. And that's what I was saying for anyone who's amassing material things instead of amassing love in your heart. Pay attention. And do you really need all of that? Michelle Landers, good morning. Michelle, I can't stay on because I have to get on the road, but I want to thank you all so, so very much for your prayers. My test came back, all is well. And thank you. We knew that. We knew everything was well and working perfectly. I'm just glad the doctors confirmed it. Michelle, thank you for coming in and telling us. And I don't see any more page numbers, so we can get to the prayers. And Blue says a big dump truck just came in and filled with road materials for Dolly's road. Yay. Sally loved the message. Thank you, Spirit. Absolutely. All the messages this morning were just beautiful. Thank you for listening and for sharing that you were hearing a certain page number, because I think every message was for every one of us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And Blue says, when Teri comes, he is her kitty. Though he does not scream, he is too busy being on his screened-in back porch planning how to get those cheeky chipmunks. He loves Auntie Jean Loriot. Yes, he does. All of your animals loved our Auntie Jean, no matter where we were in the world. As we traveled around, the animals just drifted to Jean and loved on her as she loved them right back. So, okay, any prayer requests? We pray for your continued good health, Michelle. Thank you for coming in with us for a few moments. And for those of you who mentioned prayers earlier, we lift up your loved ones and lift you up. Deirdre, our daily prayer for all humans, Gaia, and all who live on her back, world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for parents of addicted children. Thank you for that, Deirdre. And please pray for this area, Boulder, Colorado. I tell you, they don't need any more bad weather. They've been through enough. So pray that the winds die down and that it's safe here and nothing happens to the Angel Mobile or this beautiful house that I'm in, which belongs to Meg and Jim Loriot. And yeah, they're related to our Auntie Jean. So please pray for their safety as well. They're in Minnesota right now. Jean's brother-in-law, Jim, is a potter. He makes amazing pottery, just amazing. I might take a tour through and show you all some of his work and let you see just how amazingly talented that man is. He does wonderful work. So they're at a pottery exhibition up in Minnesota. They took a van full of his creativity up there, and they'll be gone all week. So I'll be here. Me and Hilma are holding down the fort. And blue, your migraine is mostly gone. Yay, yay, yay. That's the beauty of love, isn't it? Sally, prayers for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the unloved, and for all to see their beautiful light. Thank you for that prayer, Sally. Let's go into our hearts. Thank you all so much for lifting each other, for loving on each other. And that's what we do in this time together every day. We just bring forth any prayer request that you have in your heart, any that you have shared with us, all that are on our prayer list. We lift them up. Pray for my friend Constance here in Boulder. She has a brand new puppy who is teeny tiny, and pray that she and the puppy are going to bond and get along just beautifully. So breathe into your heart and release anything that's unlike love. Let's just clear and cleanse right now. Something comes up for you, say hello. Don't run from it. Don't put it back down inside of you. Just say hello. All of our emotions are there for a reason. So if an emotion is coming up for you, something that's touched you or that you feel you're dealing with right now, just say hello to that emotion. I'm just sensing there's a feeling of lack. Let's look at that. Let's look at lack and what that means. It can be insecurity. Let's let that go. Let go of any place in your life that you feel a lack. If you don't have what you think is enough of something, enough friends, enough money, enough joy, let that feeling go. Say thank you. Thank you for coming up to show me something. Let me learn the lesson, but not stay in the lesson. Sometimes we feel like we have to hold on to that lesson for a while. No, just say hello to it, welcome it as we welcome every lesson in life, and then smile at it. Smile in the joy of knowing that we're being taught some amazing things while we're here. We're only here for a minute. So in that minute, we're going to get many, many lessons. We're going to engage with others. We're going to have the sandpaper people that help us to soften those rough edges. So whatever's happening, whatever's coming up for you, that includes not being good enough or not having enough or comparing yourself to others in some way, just say thank you for that lesson. Thank you for holding up a mirror for me to look at. And now I have a choice to make. I can choose to stay in that energy, or I can choose to let it go. I let it go with love. I let it flow from me with ease and grace. And I hold on to only love, which is the only thing that's everlasting. So if there's an energy in you, or was an energy in you, that was showing up as lack, you're blessed. Just thank it and say, now I'm going to pivot to being enough. So I want everybody to say that. Say it, type it, whatever works for you. I am enough. I am enough just as I am. I am worthy. I am deserving of everything good in life. I am deserving of having fun. Sometimes we feel guilty that we're having fun when others are hurting or there's so much chaos and confusion and energy of conflict. Be you. Take care of you first. So slide down the slide, swing on the swing set, go out and play in the playground. You are enough. You are worthy. You are deserving of all good. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to do anything so that it will come to you. Just be. Just be you. Be who you are. You are a spark of the divine. Know that. And say it again. I am enough. I am worthy. And all these prayer requests that are brought forth, let's look at them and say the same thing. You are enough. You are worthy. You deserve health and wealth, abundance, happiness, joy. You deserve every good thing in life. And we lift you up for you to recognize that. We lift you up to the Creator, who will be the first one to tell you you're enough, you are deserving, you are worthy. Just let it go. And come back to your breath inside of you. See how it feels. Do a check-in. How am I feeling now? Did I release? Did I let go? Or am I still holding on to something because I feel like I can hold on to it and I should hold on to it? Don't should all over yourself. Let it go. You'll be so much happier when you do. Now let's lift up this beautiful planet that we live on. All of Gaia, with all of the billions of people walking on her back. Just lift up this beautiful planet, asking for blessings. She gives us everything we need to survive, everything in life that we could possibly need. So thank you, Gaia. Thank you for nurturing us and loving us and holding us tight in so much love. Let's pray for our animals, especially the ones that are outside when there's inclement weather like there is today. Praying for this area and all the outside animals. May they take shelter. May they know that they're safe. And may they be safe from the storms. Let's pray for our water. Look at the water and just say, I love you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Putting that kind of energy into water turns it into a beautiful, healthy water that we can drink, can bathe in, because it changes the molecules of it. And now let's lift each other. We do this every day. Every day we lift each other and we love each other. It's pure. It's real. If you're here right now and you've never experienced the love of this family before, be blessed, because we are such a loving family. Okay, so let's do the love that we do every day. Let me put that up there for you all. Thank you. I love you. Those are the words we choose to use to each other. And I'm going to put Leo on to sing to us as he does so beautifully. Let's see. Auntie Jean says, I just have a few pieces of what, darling? Keep missing. messages. So I don't know what you have a few pieces of, but be blessed with what you have. And Blue Jean says, my favorite protection prayer that I say since the early 80s with Mary Jane: Lord, please clothe Teri and all in Colorado with your pillar of light, not only for their own protection, but for all who see it and come in contact with you will be healed and drawn to you. Amen. Thank you for that. And we have a little troll, Chris. I am sorry for what's going on with you. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, we don't come in here and send messages to anybody. We pray for you, we lift you up, but we are going to say goodbye to our troll today. Annie 7 says, I am enough and I am worthy. I am deserving of love and acceptance, and I am free. Yes, yes. Blue says, pottery is a weakness, though I have it under control. Yeah, it's so beautiful. You just want more of it, right? And Deirdre says, I am enough, worthy and deserving of all that's good. Blue, I am enough. I overflow with abundance. Abundance in all ways comes to me, flows through me and out into the world. Then I come back to me tenfold. Then it comes back to me tenfold, and I share again with abundance in all things with love and joy. Whee! Absolutely. All right, Marietta, up, up, up to a higher plane with love and light and joy. So we're going to get Leo to sing to us. Come on, Leo. I know you're there. And thank you, Sally. We love you so much, you and Tony. And let me have some volume here. Come on, Leo. Leo, Leo.
It's time to get up and get ready, because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go.
Come on, come on.
It's a beautiful day. If you wake up this morning, I just want to be part of it. It's for peace, so I'm shine for harmony. It's you and me, mama, be on the lead. Wherever we somewhere, create a portal where we can be together.
Oh, sweet Gizmo, I love you. Hello, Rosalind. Thank you for being here. And we love you, Roz. Peas in the pod. Cup full of joy. I see you, Blue. Thank you for your prayers. Triple A. Thank you, Marietta. Thank you. I love you. Those are the words we say to each other. If you haven't said them yet, type them in there. Auntie Jean, I think I finally got your message. Yeah, you have a few pieces of pottery for sure.
Joy, every day. Just start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the bees and the
Thank you, Annie.
Thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day. Just start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy with all the bees and the ball. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Cuppa Joy. Thank you, Robin. We love you so much. Don't forget to get your birthday cards out to Jewel. All right. Who's helping Leo today? Thank you, Hope. Woo! He had to woo all by himself today. There we go. Little slow on the draw, but thank you, Auntie Jean and Annie, Deirdre, Robin. Woo! Thank you so much. I'll be back at 1 o'clock this afternoon, Eastern Time, to do the World Peace Meditation. Come join me. Come be with me. Would love to have you there. And let's send our love out to the world and let peace prevail in all parts of the world. Have a beautiful rest of your Monday. Enjoy it and stay safe, stay blessed, stay in your heart. I'll see you later. Namaste.